How does the Supreme Court decide which cases to hear? Imagine a world where every legal dispute could reach the highest court in the land. It would be overwhelming, right? The Supreme Court of the United States has a specific process to determine which cases merit its attention, ensuring that only the most significant legal issues are addressed. The Supreme Court receives thousands of petitions for review each year, but it only hears a small fraction of those cases. The process begins with a petition for a writ of certiorari, which is a formal request for the court to review a lower court's decision. This petition must outline the legal questions involved and explain why the case is important. One of the key factors the Supreme Court considers is whether the case presents a substantial federal question. This means the issue at hand must involve interpretation of the Constitution, federal laws, or treaties. Cases that have the potential to set important legal precedents or resolve conflicting decisions from lower courts are more likely to be selected. Another important aspect is the concept of standing. The court looks for cases where the parties involved have a direct stake in the outcome. This ensures that the court is addressing real disputes rather than hypothetical scenarios. The justices also pay attention to the significance of the case in terms of its impact on society. Cases that could affect a large number of people or address pressing social issues tend to attract the court's interest. Additionally, the Supreme Court often considers whether the lower court's decision is in conflict with previous rulings. If different appellate courts have reached different conclusions on the same legal issue, the Supreme Court may step in to provide clarity and uniformity in the law. Finally, the justices hold a private conference to discuss the petitions. Each justice has the opportunity to express their views on which cases should be granted certiorari. A case requires the agreement of at least 4 justices to be heard, a principle known as the rule of 4. Through this careful selection process, the Supreme Court ensures that it focuses on cases that have the potential to shape the legal landscape of the nation, addressing issues of great importance and relevance.